Green screen shifting. Yeah. Which side is that? That one. And it's disappeared again. Alright, let's grab mobile defense. Cool. So yeah, with the... I was watching a Lindy Beige video recently where he was talking about the early German tanks, the Panzer... No, he was talking about the British early tanks, the Matildas. Matilda 1, Matilda 2s. And how German anti-tank guns just could not destroy them. And the Matildas kind of took the piss out of the anti-tank gun crews. But instead of just shooting the anti-tank guns, they would just drive over them. Literally, they'd just see a tank gun, turn to it, and then just drive over it. Just say, you can't hit us anyway, so we're just going to rub it in. Squish. And then it was Rommel who realised, actually, the flak guns have more caliber and hit harder. Today we learned that Mordred streams from his kitchen. No, he just saw a part of my back wall. He realised the flak cannons did more damage to armoured things than their actual anti-tank guns, so he basically pointed them horizontally rather than vertically, and suddenly the flak gun was their main AT. That was Rommel. Alright, how's that? Oh crap, we don't have a focus. Right, because we just finished the production method. So we need to do preparing for war. War is coming to Somalia. It is foolish to presume otherwise. For the envious powers in Addis Ababa refuse to acknowledge the simple fact of the loss of Ogaden, a region that they never truly controlled. Our preparations must be swift and efficient. Does that mean that Ethiopia can declare war on us? I would assume so. That's Eritrea. That's German stuff. That's all political. Crush Somalia, there it is. And they are still a long way away. We're going to be getting our war far more quickly than they are. Qing took 3 states, Shangting Tiango was annexed for 7,000 equipment. Grr. Pei kicked over a flak gun and hit one of his own tanks accidentally. Found out that way. Well, the armour of Panzer 1s and 2s was paper thin. Like, anything could penetrate those almost, except for a small arms fire. That was kind of the point, though. Very, very quick. They were infantry killers. Used machine guns rather than actual tank barrels. It was the Panzer 3s that were the first anti-tank tank. And note how I didn't say tank destroyer. It was not a tank destroyer. The tank was probably out of fuel anyway, so it doesn't matter. Improved infantry equipment. Cool. Oh, it's right at the end of 38, so we can wait just a little bit longer. And then we'll get the 1939 technologies, which will be awesome. Oh, they are definitely shifting more and more troops to try and contain our strong military capabilities here. Unfortunately, it's not going to do them any good. The other thing I could get rid of the Mountaineer Division. Nah. One thing I do want to do is, like, we have so many guns at this point that I want to start building some support equipment. Possibly even some artillery. I mean, support equipment's the more important, so we need to start building these two. Probably at a ratio like that. How much does field hospital or do field hospitals cost? I can't tell because I don't have them yet. Field hospital costs what? You're not going to tell me. That's annoying. Alright, I'll find out in 28 days. So in the meantime, we will continue making guns. No, we won't. Actually, we could just do that and then have one in each. Perfect. Well, that means that Germany is going to die really quickly when France declares war on them, because they're going to shift all of their troops over to China. And Qing! That could end badly for Japan. Because Germany's still got their entire navy, which they are now going to send to Japan to sink them. And they're fighting Germany's armies and Qing's armies at the same time. Huh. That is quite a big difference. And it is now January. Right, so we want to get the 39 technologies. Do I want to start working on the 39 tank? No, we want more construction. Which is still going unbelievably slowly. Yeah, Japan's really going all in. And hopefully we'll have enough political power by the time we actually declare war. I mean, we're still 4 focuses away, so we probably will. And there it is, preparing for war. Licensing deals. 50% reduced ahead of time penalty for motorized. That doesn't help me at all. We need help for foreign experts and foreign blueprints if our military is to meet the standards of modern war. Any upgrade to motorized, and was just like, that's like one of the first things people tend to research because it's 1936 technology, and it's needed for some of the best support companies. And that's an ahead of time penalty bonus, which is impossible because it's a 1936 technology and it starts in 36. If not earlier. I'll have to check that. Anyway, we have a 4th factory and we can now check to see how much the... No, we can't. God damn it. How long? 8 days. Grr. Wait 8 days. Fine. Hirohito gruesome balls. Those red sunglasses made him think Germany was the Netherlands. Oh, nice excuse. I like it. I wear my sunglasses at night. Apparently so does Hirohito, and it makes everything look Dutch. It's a pretty good state of affairs. Okay, so we have got those done. So now let's do the concentrated industry, because we actually want the factory output because we're still building up to the efficiency cap. So there's no point increasing the cap further because we're not at it regardless, except with one of our factories. Let's do that. And then check you, add that, field hospital, here we go. Motorized 20, support 30, so we do need more support than motorized, as expected, so we will beef that up. We could possibly get some aluminium, I don't really see the point. EM remark, Third Reich, what a childish fantasy. We're not going to get enough army experience to add these support companies before we go to war anyway, but it's fine. Ooh, USA is gone. Pacific States took 9 states. Oh, wow. Pacific States did really well out of this. And completely cut off the United States. Oh, well played, Pacific States. Well played indeed. Then the CSA took 5 states. Yeah, okay. AOS took 10. So the AOS took the Midwest, which is going to fall almost immediately to the CSA. So that was probably not a good idea. And then Mexico only got 2. Well played indeed. Are you at war with any of the others? No. You've actually got a truce with Liberia? Oh yeah, they're a US puppet. Support weapons 1. Good. We still have one more 39 tech, which is that one. Or we could get the 39 guns. We'll start researching those first so we can switch over production rather more quickly. Yeah, US is part of Texas. Yeah, I know, I did see that. That feeling when the Pacific States have eastern coastline. Oh, they do as well. Awesome. I just love the fact that they cut Mexico off. After everything I was saying about Mexico suddenly becoming a serious power here, Pacific States were like, nope, Mordred, you're wrong. Not going to happen. Not on my watch. And we could start training some more divisions. I think we should. mean, I'm basically going to have to switch these divisions to the puppet ones after this regardless, but at least we can start getting some more. And we are still getting our steel from Japan, which is awesome. Are we producing any resources of our own? No, Africa is apparently completely resource pointless. That's the thing I really wish they would change, because I'm pretty sure that Africa has more resources than this. At least more potential resources. Although I must say I really like that they're going to be increasing resource production based on your local infrastructure in the same way as construction time of factories is dependent on infrastructure level. So if you really, really want rubber, for example, in your Germany, then you start beefing up the infrastructure over here in Vietnam, and also, of course, in Shanghai. Not Shanghai. Singapore and Malaysia. I know, Shanghai's in China. I think I'm playing with player-led conferences. Unfortunately, because I wasn't involved in the war, I couldn't do anything with it. We need help for foreign experts and foreign blueprints if our military is to meet the standards of modern war. No! Oh, I have to get federal elections to even get this. God. Although that does give us 200 political power, I've just noticed. Oh, alright then. Formalized kingdom structure. That's another 100 political power. We're actually going to have, like, our commando guy in place. Somalia shall be, for all intents and purposes, a centralized kingdom in which the monarch is near absolute control. In order to bring about this new reality, however, a referendum shall take place to help determine the future of the kingdom. All hail Pirate King City. Mongolia is now starting to beat Markleek. Good. Alish and Turkestan, basically equal. Massive fight going on here. Fentiang versus Qing. Although they're going to have German reinforcements from the AUG flooding in. I would assume that they would have given each other military access, and lots of naval engagements going on as the German fleet arrives and starts kicking the Japanese around. So I'm pretty sure, yeah. Wow. Japan's down to like 22 ships. Germany isn't. 130-ish. Although they have lost a fair number. Like the communists have way more than the Germans do at this stage. And a big chunk of that German fleet is probably going to be crappy submarines. Commando Go doesn't count as a research company, does it? I don't think so. Which one was he? Him. Marines, Mountaineers, Paratroopers. It is in gold, so it's possible. It does not say design company, so no. It's not like here where it says, by selecting this design company. So no, I think we're good. I'd be a bit harsh if he did. Okay, so they're getting more troops, and that Mountaineer unit's looking kind of hardy. And they have now... Oh, they closed all the gaps! No! Opportunity lost. Although I guess I could try and do a naval invasion. Be super duper sneaky. Naval invasion with Mountaineers! That's gonna go well. Check division organisation before and after. That is a good point. South Rhodesia has capitulated. The Union's actually doing pretty well. They took the northern part, which means that all of their troops are now going to be facing south. 11 to 21, 10 to 20, so division counts are roughly the same. The Union has a lot more military factories. I mean, if the war goes on a long time, it's roughly equal. And they're out of manpower. Yeah, I reckon the Union's going to win this. I think the Union's got this. Dutchmen in the 20th century? What? Well no, they got rid of Indonesia. Is that because they went silly socialist? No, Social Democrats. Wilhelmina is still in charge. She's joining the Entente though. Good idea. And you went with autonomous Indonesia, which is probably also a good idea, to be fair. It does give you a bunch more troops. And this is going to mean that the Entente has a landing post for going after France or Germany. I mean, closer. You'll still need to get access through Belgium, but still. It's a staging ground. Where they can at least put planes. The Entente will probably have a fair number. Unless, of course, they go to war with Germany, which would probably be a mistake. Unless they go to war with Germany after Germany's already at war with the Internationale, which will probably go in. But Germany's armies are away in Asia. This cannot go well for Germany. This absolutely cannot go well for Germany. Unless, of course, Germany takes out Japan. It's unlikely, but it is possible. Somalia shall be, for I read that already. Alright, federal elections. As a formality to quiet liberal dissent, elections will be held. However, by utilising the work of propagandists, we can ensure that the turnout remains at an absolute minimum. Let us remind the people who had fought alongside Hassan and his brave men, who had cowed and licked the boots of the Italians. Oh, and who had... I was like, why would that be a good thing? But no, and who had cowed. Yep, propaganda. It's all good. Is that a Ukrainian landing of Korea? Yeah, it is. Ukrainian Korea. You saw it here first, folks. Oh man, they're getting naval invaded everywhere. Here's a German invasion. Oh no! AOG invasion up there. This is a Qing invasion there. Another Qing invasion. I'm just waiting for Germans to do or AOG to do a landing here. That's a German invasion of Okinawa. So yeah, the Germans beating the Japanese Navy like that is going to have dire consequences for the Japanese in that area. Fascinating. Right, so we can get our Chief of Army, or we can get the Industrial Company dude. Oh, I do like my industry, but no, it just doesn't feel like a good idea considering I'm doing everything focused around Alan Gibb right now. So we should have a look at the organisation before we do so. So your organisation right now is 75. Actually, let's take a proper look. So yeah, organisation 75, of which a Mountaineer Division gives... Let's try that again. Organisation Division 0.4. Right, so we got Gibb in charge. Organisation was 75. It is still 75. But now 0.5 from the Mountaineers. .4 from them. That's had no effect. Still 75. But yeah, these are definitely worth 0.5 now, compared to the minus 0.5 from infantry. So the more Mountaineers we have here, the more positive it will be overall. I am kind of surprised by that though. Did these guys need more training? No. Alright, research slots available. Having just got another technology thingy, let's get advanced machine tools. Blink. Okay, we're still getting mobile defense, good. Still, 75 organisation for a frontline infantry division, it's pretty good. They were worth 0.4 before. Legation cities should get involved. Yeah, they kind of should, but actually this would be a bad idea because I'm pretty sure that Qing and Ostasian Gesellschaft will have access through Qing. If I can check that. Are they considered in the same war? Yeah, the Qing have actually joined Middle Europa at this point. So legation cities getting involved at this point would be a freaking terrible idea. if they want to have any sense of self-preservation. Alright, you guys are very nearly trained, which is lovely. How is the production going? Alright, so we're making 1 support equipment a day. 121, so 6 a week of motorized. It's just under 1 a day. Now I just need 7 more army experience in order to add the field hospital. We don't quite have the resources for it, though it's pretty close. And then you can deploy. You may as well deploy there. Boom. Don't build anymore. You two, new unit, train. Good. Legations and Germans are close buddies after all. Oh, against Japan. True. Yeah, I could do. Okay, so plus 20% defense. Now decision time. Dispersed versus integrated. So I think we worked out that having more than 4 artillery is when dispersed becomes good. Having less than 4 is integrated. We want integrated because we actually want more commandos than firepower at them now. So yeah, support companies, soft attack and organization bonus. Man, our organization is going to be obscene. Was it 3? Oh, I've forgotten. Alright, it's 3. I knew it was 3 or 4. I couldn't remember offhand. So yeah, if you have 2 or less, then integrated is better. If you have 3 or more, dispersed is better. And generally with superior firepower, you probably do want to have more than 3. Concentrated industry is done, especially if you can afford the 40 combat width units. I mean, with the Portugal game, I was rolling with 3 rocket artillery, 3 artillery, and my gosh, enemies just melted in front of them. Motorized counts as mechanized. That's where that advantage comes. Even though there is a separate category that says mechanized, that actually boosts mechanized. Interesting. It is 39, so I can get mountain infantry too, which gives us even more organization. That sounds like a fantastic plan to me. Let's do it. And also more soft attack, importantly. Mordred going superior firepower again. What happened? And hello, Master Matt. What happened is I'm playing a Somalia, which has amazing commandos. Somalian pirates, man. Don't underestimate them. Especially when they're led by the Pirate King himself. Pirate King City. That is annoying. The channel would not exit host mode for me for the longest time. I've got it running in my preview, and it seems to be all running fine for me. Send me a message in chat if that happens again, Fanro, although I'm not sure what I could do from this end except start and stop the stream, which I'd be a bit reluctant to do. Yeah, sorry, I don't know. Sounds like your end. Although I have seen my preview sometimes still playing the host, so I just refresh it. So refreshing does seem to be the way to fix it. Alright, infantry equipment is done. 1940, so we can't get those. We could start researching marines. Marines could be really, really good. We could also get level 2 field hospitals for more trickle back and XP loss reduction. That sounds like a really good plan. Or we could start researching better artillery. Let's start researching the artillery so we can actually start building some. And I can do an upgrade, which is infantry 2. Beautiful. So hopefully we can outgun and outscience the Ethiopians. Federal elections are almost done, at which point we can then get the Pan-Somali ethos. And then put down the lion. There it is. Referendum. The people must now approve of our reforms and confirm our status as supreme rulers of Somalia. The No campaign, shockingly, ran into many difficulties, and therefore a win is certain. All that is left to do is a toast. I'll drink to that. It's to absolute rule. Direct rule from Mogadishu. So Bokor Muhammad Kali Sooty becomes leader of the Paternal Autocrats Party. We lose 100 political power. Crap. I was not expecting that. We gain Sheikh Mukhtar Mohammed Hussein, which is consumer goods factories reduction, which is good. Daily political power gain reduction, which is not good. Ahmed Hassan Musa, which doesn't really do anything. Justify war goal time here. Mohammed, which is a corrupt kleptocrat, which is atrocious. Oh man, our cabinet stinks. And then Haji Bashir Ismail Yusuf, which is master of the interior. Prince of Terror, daily political gain increase. Consumer goods factories increase, which isn't great. Local resources, local factories increase, which is good. Local manpower reduction, which is really not good. And we now get a military intelligence, which is research time reduction, which is awesome. And decryption, which is also good. Oh man, I'm pissed off about the kleptocrat though. That's hideous. We're gonna have to replace you. Establish the Hangash, which is political power cost reduction, which is good. And that is gaining more political power, and also a plus 200 political power, but then so is the Pan-Somali ethos. I think we're going to get the Pan-Somali ethos just so we can grab Ethiopia as quickly as possible. And then we'll go down these. Now, one thing I should check, just because I want to see, is whether they've done their industrial things. And considering they're just starting the industrial modernization, I'm going to say no. I would really like them to have more of these.